What is going on, guys? Panther here, and we are bringing you our APA Season 3, Week 3 Team Builder versus Phantom Base and the New York Cosmogs. So we have a really good matchup here this week against Phantom. As you can see up on the screen, you can see our 11 Mons versus his 11 Mons. Here. So he has the Thunderous Incarnate, the Tapu Fini, the Mamoswine, the Bronzong, the Umbreon, the Scolipede, the Flygon, the Mega Heracross, the Go-Goat, and the Aerodactyl, and the Zangoose as well. So he actually just made some transactions. He dropped the Mega Ampharos and a couple of other Mons. I cannot remember them. The Blacephalon. Yeah, thank God he dropped the Blacephalon. That was incredibly scary. But anyways, yeah, he dropped a couple of Mons last week. So these free agent transactions took place for this week. But anyways, just looking at his team, he has a good mix of physical offense, special offense. He has some really good setup Mons with Thundia, the Scolipede, Dragon Dance Flygon, even like SV Mega Heracross. Could be an issue. Calm Mind Fini. He has a really good defensive core with Tapu Fini, with Umbreon, with the Bronzong. So he has a really scary team overall. He has actually the baby Aerodactyl compared to our Mega Aerodactyl as well. So we had to get creative in team prep this week for sure. So we wanted to be prepared all the way around here. And obviously, I'm sure most of you know this since a lot of you guys know me personally from the APA Showdown League for the past several seasons, and APA Wi-Fi last for Season 1 and 2 as well. So you guys know that I prep with the same group of guys every week. That includes Hugo, Jock, Joe Battles, and General Tar Heel. So we call ourselves the ACC, and yeah, I prep in there weekly. And they always give me some really good advice on the squad. So I really appreciate it for those guys, first of all, because they definitely have contributed to a lot of my wins throughout my APA and across all my draft league battle career in general. So I do want to give those for a pretty big shout out before we get any further into this. So let's go ahead and jump into our first Mon though here. So up on screen right now, you are seeing the beautiful, the wonderful Elsa. So we have Elsa the Clefable here this week with 244 HP EVs. That gives it an odd number, of course. We have a relaxed nature, so Bronzong's Gyro Ball is doing less. We are unaware because he has so many of the setup sweepers. D-Dance Flygon was really a big issue. So I was really kind of forced to be my unaware Clef just so I can deal with that. No, it does get the Iron Tail. It is one of his Z-Mons, so it can pack the Z Iron Tail Corkscrew Crash. That is why I'm a Berry. That is why I do have the Moonblast to just rip it apart, take it out. His primary switch-in would be the Bronzong, so I'm also packing the knockoff, or would be the Tapu Fini, fearing me to be some type of Calm Mind setup Clefable to get off a haze. So thanks to Hugo, we did run this knockoff set this week here to remove Tapu Fini's leftovers, or just to remove Bronzong's item when it comes in, just get some nice chip on it instead of just trying to Moonblast it down. Originally was going to go with a setup Clef, but he just had so many Mons that could take it on decently in the Bronzong or in the Tapu Fini, just coming in and getting a quick haze off on me. So we are primarily physically defensive, just like I said, because we are more inclined to take on some of his physically offensive threats. Like I said, we can take hits from the Mamoswine and we can do about half back. If we got to take a hit from the Scolipede, we can, and maybe knock off an item that's on it. Flygon, we can definitely knock that thing out with the Moonblast and take whatever it wants to throw out at us, because we are the Berry, and the Mega Heracross as well. We can do quite a bit of damage back to it with the Moonblast. Also can take on the Aerodactyl, not the Zangoose after the Toxic Boost, or like a SD Facade set. I mean, I know I'm unaware, but I don't want to take a Toxic Boosted Facade. I don't resist it or anything like that. That would more primarily be the Ferrothorns job that you guys are going to see here in a couple of Mons. But Clefable is really important in this match because it is my main check to that Flygon. Because at +1, if Clefable is gone, that Flygon can just really wreak havoc to my team because it does get Fire Punch or Fire Blast for the for the Ferrothorn that I do have on my roster. So that is our first mon here. And actually, before I get any further, let me give a shout out to Kurt for genning this team this week. I either usually get my teams genned by Kurt or by Kyle, so I really appreciate those guys for genning the teams weekly. But anyways, Kurt, as you can see, did gen them this week. So our next mod is our Mutility. We have our Mutility. We are timid because we want to be speedy, but we are also bulky. So we hit 146 speed. So we outspeed Jolly Mamoswine. So we can come in, we can take a hit, we can get the Will-O-Wisp off, take two, and just roost back up. We have Taunt. I know we cannot touch the Umbreon, but I originally had U-Turn, but I wanted to keep Umbreon low because Umbreon really gave me problems this match. My team's primarily full of special attackers with the Nidoqueen, the Mew, and the Clefable. Ferrothorn can't really do a lot to it. Aerodactyl can't to it KO'd either, and Lanoon can't set up on it because of foul play. So I wanted to taunt it, keep it low. But I went back and forth on taunt and U-turn here a lot in this battle. But we did have quite a bit of speed here on this Mew this week. We had 100 speed EVs, like I said, just to creep that Mamoswine, and then 156 in defense, and then the rest in HP, 252 in HP. So this mon actually does really well because it can revenge the Mega Heracross. It can burn the Bronzong and taunt it. It can taunt the Feeny. There's so many different things that this Mew can do. It's really important. It is it's just really a support Mew this week. Keep his walls low because it really matches up well against his walls. Because it's not going to take anything from a foul play back from Umbreon, and then it's there to kind of revenge that Mega Heracross as well, and just to check that Mamoswine always, because that Mamoswine's never going to 2-hit KO me. Alright, so for our third mon here, we have Castiel, the Mega Aerodactyl. So I went back and forth a lot this week. His speed tiers are kind of wonky, as you can see, and I say that my speed tiers are also pretty wonky as well. I mean, I go from like 150 to 108. But anyways, so he goes from like Mega Aerodactyl to nothing above that. Not Mega Aerodactyl, I'm sorry, regular Aerodactyl to nothing above that, and then like to Scolipede and Flygon right below. But I did end up deciding to creep the Scarf Mamoswine, just in case he was Scarf and it came down to it. Didn't have Ice Shard, and wanted to lock himself into Icicle Crash to kind of sweep my team. I wanted to be faster than it. If it was whittled down, I could KO it with the Wing Attack or Rock Slide potentially. I did have the Defog just in case I needed to get rid of rocks off of my side of the field, just because I didn't really need another move either. All the dual stab kind of hits everything pretty hard on his team. I do have the Crunch for the Bronzong, so if I want to make a prediction, because Bronzong's really his best switch in to Castiel here. And then, of course, I do have the Rock Slide as well, because the Thunderous Eye can give me a lot of problems. I can just come in and revenge it, though, with Mega Arrow, and I want to minimize my chances of missing, so I did run the Rock Slide on it this week. For our fourth mon here, we have our Organa, a special kind of set this week with the Sludge Wave, Flamethrower, Super Fang, and Taunt. I'm going to Super Fang because the switch-in definitely is going to be either that Bronzong or the Umbreon. Umbreon was probably going to be a more safer switch in. I could have packed the Superpower, but I couldn't be Superpower, Flamethrower, and Sludge Wave all at the same time. Could have run the risk of him being Chople or something like that on Umbreon as well. I figured Super Fang Taunt is going to be much better because I can just I can really just taunt this thing. And my main issue was just keeping Umbreon low. I really wanted to keep Umbreon low. That way, I don't want to spoil anything, but I really want to keep Umbreon low to help out one of my setup sweepers later in the game. So I had to keep it low. I wanted to keep Bronzong low, not dead, but low, for my Nidoqueen, or for one of these setup sweepers later as well. I do have the Aguave Berry. I am bold because this is going to be a primary switch into the Mega Heracross. I do know the Mega Heracross can pack Earthquake and can definitely hurt my Nidoqueen a lot. My Flamethrower is not going to be doing a lot, but it's not going to allow a sub to be set up on me. It's going to 3-hit KO, do about 40%. Do have the chance, actually do not have the chance to burn because of Sheer Force. But I do have the Aguave Berry, so I can come in on the Pin Missiles, I can come in on the Close Combats, and I can get a solid amount of recovery if I'm able to time that Aguave right and pop it. But the spread on that Nidoqueen is 252 HP at 204 in defense, because I cannot be 2-hit KO'd by the Mega Heracross, with the exception of Earthquake, a little bit of Spadef, and then just a tiny bit of speed just to prevent any creeping on his side from me. For our fifth mon here, we have Spike the Ferrothorn. It is relaxed natured. It has 252 HP. It is relaxed with 100 defense EVs and 156 in Spadef. This mon actually checks a lot of his team really well. Helps me with the Thunderous. No, it can have the Focus Blast, but I can switch into the Focus Blast with my Nidoqueen or with my Clefable. And I would scout for it in that situation. The Thunderous is very scary because it does get coverage to hit all of my defensive mons pretty good. It can get the Dark Pulse, it can get the Sludge Wave to hit Clefable, it can get the Psychic to hit my Nidoqueen, or it can get the Focus Blast to hit my Ferrothorn. But unfortunately for him, it kind of has that 4 move slot syndrome, so he has to pick and choose what he wants to bring for coverage against my team. So this guy sponges hits from a lot of his team, with the exception of the Mega Heracross. I do have the Gyro Ball just to be able to damage all of his team pretty fair, with the exception of like the Bronzong. But I do have Leech Seed and Protect because like if his Tapu Fini is Nature's Madness, he can't really beat me this way because I can just seed up on it and then just Protect Stall it. And get a very good amount of recovery up. So pretty good there in that situation. Pretty good there. For our sixth and final mon, we have our sweeper here. We have Jock the Lanoon. So we have 188 HP EVs, 252 attack EVs, and then we have 60 in speed. The rest spread out from defense and Spadef, just so I don't waste any EVs. We do have the 60 in speed to always outspeed the Adamant Mega Heracross. It does not die, like a defensive one does not die to an extreme speed. So if I'm able to kind of scout and see its spread, I can either knock it out with extreme speed if it is more offensive, like if it's a Jolly nature, or if it is like a defensive nature with like Impish or something like that with a lot of HP investment, I can kill it with the Double Edge and outspeed it easily. So I did make an error, as you guys can already see up on screen. It is 188 HP EVs, which give me an odd number, so hopefully it does not affect the battle too badly. I should still be okay. My primary setup fodder is going to be that Bronzong. I cannot set up really on anything else. The Thunderous can paralyze me, or it can knock me out with the Focus Blast, or like a Gigavolt Havoc is going to do quite a bit to me. Tapu Fini is going to haze me. Mamoswine is going to do a lot with the EQ. Bronzong is really my setup fodder because it can't touch me with Gyro Ball. Gyro Ball's max is going to do like 40%. Umbreon can foul play me. Scolipede I could also set up on potentially, or like some type of Choice Scarf Flygon if he like is locked into like Dragon Claw. Definitely can't set up on the Mega Heracross, or I can set up on the Go-Go, but I don't see the Go-Go coming into this match. It just doesn't really do a lot. Also could potentially set up on the Mega Aerodactyl. I keep calling that thing the Mega Aerodactyl. Really confusing since I have the Mega Aerodactyl. He has the Aerodactyl. And definitely can't set up on the Zangoose either because that Facade's going to be doing quite a bit to me. But Jock the Lanoon is my primary sweeper here. If I'm able to set up on Bronzong, because Bronzong is definitely coming because of Clefable, but if I am able to set up on Bronzong, it should be a good game with the combination that I have. I do have the Throat Chop for the Bronzong. It's going to knock out any variant, with the exception of Colberberry. It does knock out max defensive Bronzong. I do have the Double Edge to always KO the Umbreon, even if it's at full, but it shouldn't be at full if I'm able to play my strategy out like I want to play it. The E-Speed's going to outspeed the Prankster Thunderous T-Wave if he does have that, or the Mamoswine Ice Shard to try to pick me off. So I should be pretty good there with the E-Speed on the more offensive threats. And then of course the Belly Drum for the final wave. So hopefully the HP investment does not throw me off. Just so used to making all of my mons with the dual. Not the dual, the odd HP investment, so it can come in on hazards a bit more, but hopefully that does not throw us off too much there. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. This is our first team builder. Let me know if you guys like seeing these things up on the weekends. I'm going to just try this out this week, and if we get some good feedback on it, I'll be bringing it to you week 4 as well. But if you guys like seeing the team, please let me know in the comments section. Leave me a like, or just let me know what you think of the team in general. But guys, thank you so much for watching, and be looking for that battle video tomorrow.